Welcome back to another episode of Overly Honest Movie Reviews. My name is Chris, and as always, I try to give you guys what you want to see. Please subscribe, like, and follow me for more content like this. Today I'm going to go through my Criterion Collection. For those of you that aren't familiar with Criterion, they've been dedicated to preserving classic and contemporary film around the world since 1984. They started with Laserdiscs, the big round ones that look like a record, for those of you that know what that is. They transitioned to DVDs, Blu-ray, and now they even have their own streaming service. Hopefully sharing my collection will give you guys some ideas of what you want to add to your own collection. Criterions are all given their own spine number on the edge, which designates the order in which they were released into the collection. Unfortunately, they haven't re-released spine number 1, but I feel that I should at least mention it. I have the Studio Canal release of Legrand Illusion, which is right here. Oh man, that's shiny. There we go. Hopefully one day they'll do a re-release so that I can get it in its rightful place on my shelf. My collection is ever growing, as 2 of my friends do a gift exchange with me each month. We each buy each other a Criterion off of their wish list. So on average, I'm adding 2 a month at least, and then more during the sales throughout the year. Now on to the actual collection that I have. Spine number 2 is Seven Samurai. It's got a nice thick, it's a thicker edition. It's not just in a Blu-ray case. It's a Kurosawa film. Spine number 5 is The 400 Blows. Great film. Spine number 6, Beauty and the Beast. Not the Disney version. Spine number 7, A Night to Remember, about the sinking of the Titanic, way before James Cameron did his version of Titanic. Spine number 11, Seventh Seal, Ingmar Bergman. Spine 13, The Silence of the Lambs. I'm assuming most people know what this is. Great quality release. Spine 30, so that's a pretty big jump, is M by Fritz Lang. 35, Diabolik. Great horror film. More suspense than horror, but still. The Wages of Fear, number 36. Really suspenseful film. Number 44, The Red Shoes. If you have a really high quality TV, this is the film. I mean, this looks absolutely gorgeous. Spine 57 is Charade. Cary Grant, Audrey Hepburn. You guys will learn I really like Audrey Hepburn, so. 62, The Passion of Joan of Arc. I can't state enough how amazing this movie is. 74, DVD, is Vagabond. You really can't judge a movie by its cover in this case. Really, really good film. 93, Black Narcissus. Another incredibly good film visually, as well as the story. Spine number 97, another thick guy, is Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee. Can't go wrong with that. Number 99, Give Me Shelter. Rolling Stones. This was the greatest rock film ever made, at least according to Criterion. Number 114, My Man Godfrey. Fantastic movie. 131, another DVD, Closely Watched Trains. 133, The Vanishing. Another DVD. This one is I believe the original... Correct, yeah, this is the original, not the English remake. Spine number 134, Haxan. They've also released this on Blu-ray. I just haven't got that copy yet. Spine 137, Notorious, an Alfred Hitchcock film. Wes Anderson's The Royal Tenenbaums. That's number 157. Number 173, The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. 175, I just recently upgraded this. The Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I had the DVD for years, just got the Blu-ray. 197, Night and Fog. It's hard to see that one, but gotta work on the lights here. 229, that's a big jump. Ingmar Bergman's Scenes from a Marriage. My friend actually got me this since I just got married this in 2020. The Battle of Algiers, number 249. 259 is Fat Girl. I know that title sounds a little disturbing. The film itself is a little disturbing, but very good. Shortcuts, a Robert Altman film, is Spine number 265. Spine number 292 is Unfaithfully Yours. Spine 281, Jules and Jim, another classic. This is Spine 374, Bicycle Thieves. I would highly recommend this, especially to anybody that's getting into film. You will hear about this, and for good reason. 396, Ace in the Hole. 408, Godard's Breathless. 409 is Terrence Malick's Days of Heaven. Sorry, my apologies. 422, The Last Emperor. 432, Mishima, A Life in 4 Chapters. This is another one of those incredibly visually appealing films. 462, The Last Metro. Whoop, slides out. This has Catherine Deneuve in it. I absolutely love her. She's probably one of my favorite actresses next to Audrey Hepburn. 476, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. This does come in a regular Blu-ray case, which annoyed me, so I ended up swapping it out and putting it into a Criterion style case and actually redoing the cover so that it would fit in here. It's Spine number 476. Repulsion is number 483, another of Catherine Deneuve's films. Spine number 490 is Wings of Desire. If you've seen City of Angels, you've basically seen this movie, but a poorer version. That's obviously the American remake. Another Catherine Deneuve, I believe is actually how you pronounce her name. A Christmas Tale, Spine number 492. Spine number 493 is Gomorrah. Just an interesting fact, I bought this from Dollar General. They have little individual discs. If you're ever doing that, keep an eye out though, because a multi-disc set like this, I actually bought just the supplements from Dollar General. I mean, it was only a couple bucks, but still. That was Spine 493, in case I didn't say. Spine 501, one of, in my opinion, the best movies that Criterion has to offer, is Paris, Texas. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Spine 538, Paths of Glory, Kirk Douglas. Spine 543, Charlie Chaplin's first film, Modern Times. Can't go wrong with Chaplin. I mean, I have several of his movies, but not all of them. I think A lot of the main ones have been released by Criterion, but obviously not all of his films. Spine 553, Fish Tank, another very good classic, not classic movie, but another very good contemporary movie. Spine 579, arguably one of the first quote-unquote horror films, The Phantom Carriage. This one's a thick boy. 588, 589, and 590. The three-color trilogy. There's not enough to be said about how amazing this set is. If you haven't watched them, I can't recommend it enough. Juliette Binoche, Julie Delpy, an amazing film series. And 591, 12 Angry Men, arguably a perfect movie by some. Spine 593, Belle de Jour. One thing you'll notice about Criterion is they love actors, they love directors. Again, Catherine Deneuve is probably one of my favorites, so I've got a little bias there. Charlie Chaplin again, number 615, The Gold Rush. 621, Rosetta. I don't hear a lot about this movie, but it was so good. Spine number 630, Rosemary's Baby. You guys have obviously heard of this horror film. 643, love this cover art. The Man Who Knew Too Much. Absolutely stunning. 646, The Kid with a Bike. Kind of overwhelming title, or underwhelming title, but a fantastic movie. Monsieur Vordeaux, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Spine number 652, another Chaplin film. A Chaplin film that I don't think a lot of people know about because it's such a different movie of his. Probably my favorite of his. Spine 666, and I cannot love that enough. I don't think the Criterion's done this enough. You know, obviously a lot of it comes down to them having the rights to film, but The Devil's Backbone being spine number 666 just is fantastic. Another collection, spines 673, 674, and 675. The Rossellini, 3 films by Roberto Rossellini starring Ingrid Bergman, my apologies, contains Stromboli, Europa 51, and Journey to Italy. Back to Chaplin again, number 680, City Lights. Spine number 681, Frances Ha. If you're not on the Greta Gerwig, Noah Baumbach power couple train, you need to get there. This stars Greta Gerwig, and I love it. It's a fantastic movie. 695, really popular foreign film from a couple years ago, Blue is the Warmest Color. Another Wes Anderson, Spine 700, Fantastic Mr. Fox. You'll find out that Wes Anderson's a really popular Criterion. I believe they have some form of a deal because almost everything except for Isle of Dogs is on there. I'd assume that's probably going to be on there in the next couple of years. Spine 701, Ingmar Bergman again, Persona. Spine 709, Red River, Howard Hawks. I'm not a huge Western fan. I'll probably do a video on that at some point, but this was definitely an exception to the rule for me. And probably one of my biggest Criterion sets, spines 714 through 719, containing Jacques Demy. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering any of these names. This contains Lola, Bay of Angels, 2 of my favorite films of all time, especially from 2001, The Umbrellas of Schoenberg and The Young Girls of Rochefort, Donkey Skin, and Un Chamber en Ville. Obviously a thick set, probably one of my favorite sets. Another thick guy, spine 723, E02 Mama Tambien. Confusing name, but a fantastic film. Another thick guy, spines. Oh, this one's complicated. Okay, so as I've said, Criterion releases in order of spine number. So as they release a movie, they go sequential 1, 2, 3, and so on. In this case, they re-released these on Blu-ray, but they'd already released some on DVD. So they re-released this as a set where the DVDs had been individual releases. This is the complete Jacques Tati set. So it covers spines 730, 110, 111, 112, 439, and 731, which would be Tati Shorts. Oh, that's not actually given a spine, so that's in there as well. Parade, Traffic, Playtime, Mononcle, Mansour Holot's Holiday, and Jour de Fete? Sorry, again, butchering. Thick guy, but this is one of the exceptions where the spine numbers are actually just kind of random because of the way it was released. Spine 733, La Dolce Vita. It's a Fellini film. It's classic. I mean, in the film collection, that's just one that has to belong there. 736, It Happened One Night. 771, 2 Days, One Night. I was really shocked when this got a Criterion release. It just seemed kind of out of the park for them, but they've gone way further down that road lately. So 794, Inside Llewellyn Davis. Fantastic movie, especially if you love music. 810, In a Lonely Place. 820, A Fantastic Planet. Probably one of my newest editions. I haven't actually watched it yet on Blu-ray, so I'm excited. And then a movie that's not a movie. It's actually a mini-series, but it's kind of exciting to see. This was made for television, but they ended up putting it together for the collection. It's Spine 837, The Decalogue. Spine 838, a fantastic movie, obviously, Pan's Labyrinth, Guillermo del Toro. This actually came in a 3 set, which I missed out on, but, you know, I at least got the individual Blu-rays. 839, Boyhood. Long movie, but a fantastic movie. 849, His Girl Friday. 851, Fox and His Friends. 855, an Almodovar film, Woman on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. Another set, and another Richard Linklater, The Boyhood was also. Spines 857, 858, and 859, the Before trilogy. Another Julie Delpy film with Ethan Hawke as well. Films, I should say. There's 3 different ones. There have been talks about a 4th one, but I hope it doesn't come to pass. I hope that just stays a perfect trilogy. Spine 864, Being There. Michael Antoni's spine number 865, Blow Up. Fantastic movie. Spine 868, Tampopo. Anybody who's a foodie will love this movie. Spine 909, Night of the Living Dead. This movie has had so many releases. I really can't even. I mean, I think at one point I probably had like 10 different copies. I probably still have 4 or 5 different copies due to box sets that it's in. I'm glad that Criterion finally took the time to sit down with George Romero before he passed and make this what it should be. Spine 910, Tom Jones. Spine 917, The Awful Truth. This is, I think, my newest one, Spine 938, Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Another one that slips out. It's hard to see, but it gives you this... It's hard to tell on there, but it kind of gives you that film grain, like VHS look on there. Spine 948, and arguably, probably not even arguably, my favorite packaging of any Criterion. I'm gonna get slandered for this, but not my favorite movie. The Princess Bride. The reason I say it's my favorite is it actually is, you can't see it, but it actually has like cloth material. It looks like a little book that you can open up. And then it's got the DVD or the Blu-ray inside. Spine 952, Orson Welles' The Magnificent Ambersons. Spine 959, In the Heat of the Night. Spine 975, Michael Haneke's original Funny Games. If you've seen this, don't bother seeing the remake. I know Haneke directed it as well, but it's not worth it. Spine 979, Swing Time. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, can't go wrong. 985, if you really want to get depressed, Europa is the way to go. This is Spine 1003, All About Eve, Bette Davis. Amazing movie. Spine number 1004, Now Voyager. Spine number 1005, Cold War, an Oscar-nominated foreign film. Spine number 1012, another Pedro Almodovar film, All About My Mother. We were back to Wes Anderson again. Spine 1025, The Grand Budapest Hotel, amazing movie. Spine 1035, Come and See. If you haven't seen this, I recommend it. It's very good. I'm on my home stretch. Just one more to go after this. 1038, Marriage Story. I point this out only because this was a Netflix film that they also released on Criterion, so I'm glad that they're going and keeping hard copy films, or making hard copy films like that, even if it's just a boutique release. Also, it comes with this really cool thing. It's an important one when you watch the film, but this is a note, and it's actually made to look like it's on note paper. Great film, very, very intense. Noah Baumbach again. So the Greta Gerwig, Noah Baumbach thing, I'm telling you, they're superpower couple in Hollywood right now. And last but certainly not least, 1054, Parasite. Can't go wrong with it. Great film. Like I said, that's as far as I go right now. Every month I'll get 2 more. So I'll try to figure out either a way to focus on the new ones that I'm getting, or to, save up for a batch and do them all at once. Either way, I know this was a longer video. I appreciate you guys sticking through. If there's anything specific you want me to cover, any of those movies you want me to go back and review individually, please feel free to let me know. I appreciate you joining me. Feel free to comment. Let me know what's in your collection. Let me know what I should add to my collection, because obviously I don't have them all. Subscribe, follow, and like this if you'd like to see more videos like this, and I will go from there. Thanks.